Cool, go ahead.
So once again, we're the accounting department of the Starwood Hotel. Okay. Just gonna blow through the first couple of slides. As before, nothing's really changed. We handle the general accounts, payroll, apply cost accounting, prepare budgets, financial analysis, that kind of stuff. This is the group members and their roles. Just a quick recap. We have Margarita as the treasury specialist. Aaron is the strategic initiative specialist. Gina is accounts payable and receivable specialist. Josephine is the payroll specialist, and I, Michael, am the financial planning and analysis specialist. So actually getting into the work, we have week one.
Okay.
Looks a little different.
Week one, as we added our chart, and we did find that Friday and Saturday were our weakest days. So we did have less occupancy at that time. That was about all that we came to with the slide.
So now we can take a look at the week two. And here we can see that summarize what we did. So we have weekly total, percentage of rooms sold, so average, maximum, and minimum. And also you can see here a line chart. And so here you can see the difference of the peak of the sold rooms between week one and week two. And you can see here the peak of occupancy came on Wednesday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can see here.
Week three, obviously has been a little lower than the Easter week from the previous. Week three was, for the total was 1,083. We've obviously decreased.
You just moved it to the next slide.
I'm sorry?
You just moved it to the next slide.
Oh, sorry. Basically, well, the total, it's basically the same though. No.
Week three, people were on week four.
Where was I? Well, it's obviously on the same as week four and week three.
We did find that the lowest days on all the weeks was Thursday and, Friday and Sundays.
It's all basically the same for the week's total of, from week three was 1,083. I mean, week two was 1,083. Week three is 1,057 for weekly totals, which we've decreased from a holiday to the following. Same thing, 19 Fridays and Saturdays are basically the equal same. No, Fridays and Sundays
Were the lowest.
were the lowest. That's it. Yeah.
All right. Week four. To begin with, my name is Aaron, like you said before, and I'm the strategic analysis specialist. But there's not much difference between this week and the previous week, and also the weeks that follow, especially these dates, these figures. In almost all the slides you'll find they are highlighted. They were exactly the same in these weeks. The day, the 28th and the 26th of April. So we are looking into reasons as to why they are like that. Just a second. Consultation, just a moment. Thank you for that moment, but
Sorry.
it's okay. Well, given the just a moment. Can we go back there?
Thought we could.
Technical difficulties.
A little bit.
No.
Couple seconds.
Just use the down arrow. There you go.
The down arrow.
No, you're good. It's up.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said before, this is just the same as the week 3. There's not much that has changed. Looking at this pie chart clearly gives us a good visual, you know, of what the data here is saying. Mostly we sold the standard room, 66%. The deluxe rooms were 23%, and also finally the suites were at 11%. So our greatest sales come from the standard rooms. Anyway, we'll speak more about that later on.
So here's our summary for the month of April 2007, Easter holiday. We can see here that week 2 is our greatest week. We had a 2% increase in total rooms sold comparatively to the previous week. However, the next week it goes back down to its standard. In fact, what's interesting is week 1, 3, and 4 actually have the same total rooms sold, and actually the same quantities sold too, which is interesting. But averaging at 157 rooms sold. Again, it's interesting that week 2 we sold more rooms on a 2% margin than anybody else, or than any other week. We had calculated here the total rooms sold in April 2007. Obviously, seeing that the standard rooms make up what we said earlier, 2/3 of the rooms sold. Here we calculate the numbers if we were to have a 2.5 increase in rooms sold and a 5% increase in rooms sold. Basically, how much we would have to do to seize that increase in volume. But yeah, I mean, it's not too different than what we originally presented. Into the summaries, we did notice a couple of things. Again, room occupancy was always above 75%. Thereabouts, actually. There's a little bit of a fickle thing with that. They were over 75%, except for on Fridays and Sundays. Now, rounded, it is still 75%, but those rooms were 149 rooms sold in that day, which, having 200 rooms in the hotel, 149 is just under 75% occupancy, probably around the range of 74.998%. Rounded up would be 75%. Easter week was consistent with the rest of the month, showing no exceeding rooms sold. Same thing. Fridays and Sundays were consistently our lowest occupancy rate. Consistently, which is weird. Like the exact same day, had the exact same number. All 4 weeks were 149 rooms sold out of 200 rooms in the hotel. And as we said earlier in week 2, week 2 had a 2% increase in total occupancy in relation to the other weeks. Does anybody have anything to add to the analysis? So again, nothing has changed from our final conclusions previous. We did obviously still discover the discrepancies in room occupancy data from the Easter week, where they claim that all of these standard rooms were booked, yet they were not. We do recommend some auditing procedures in that, trying to figure out why the data was misconstrued. Obviously, we still require the customer feedback because we are not exceeding 80% room occupancy, and we need to do that. And a marketing consultant has been suggested, just as previous, just to kind of figure out how we can market the hotel better and get more people in and out. So that's pretty much it. Does anybody have any questions for us?
All right, good job, guys. Thank you very much.